As a religious DC fan, and I mean religious, meaning I will stand by DC through the highs and the lows. So, as a religious DC fan, we always look for the worst in Marvel projects. Honestly speaking, my last review of the X-Men show was not the best. He didn't even warrant his own separate video, but this was a perfect episode. This is a perfect show. No television cartoon has brought me to tears. I mean, other than Young Justice, but I cried while watching this. Okay, let's start from the beginning. This episode starts out with Magneto, Rogue, and Gambit going to Genosha for the Independence Day party. Genosha has finally been accepted into the UN, so they are considered to be their own separate nation. It's a beautiful day. Genosha is peak. Everyone is having fun. This is honestly the dream for all mutants. A home they could call their own, where they could be expressive with their abilities, where they could just live as themselves without having to be ashamed. This was it. It was so amazing, so perfect. It was honestly a place you could bring your kids and raise them to be safe and comfortable. It was such a good place to call home that most of the X-Men that you did not see in Xavier's manor lived here. Madeline Pryor, even when she left, came here and was given a stable position. But a nation like this deserves a good leader, which was why Magneto was invited. He was supposed to meet the council, so Rogue and Gambit got the chance to explore the city. My God, the city was vast, filled with life, filled with joy. And Nightcrawler was also there to show them around. It was a very surreal moment. Rogue and Gambit got to see their future. If they ever had one, this was where they would like to live. Gambit was not comfortable though, because for some reason the people of Genosha considered Magneto to be like their Jesus Christ. And that was honestly true, because he was the one that was fighting for mutant kind. And I mean fighting, because Charles was trying to change the mind of humans, but Magneto was like, screw humanity, I'm here for my people. We also see that Gambit is also scared to be with Rogue, and Nightcrawler opens his eyes and just tells him, bro, love this babe. If she loves you, love her back. We also see, when it comes to love, that Jean Grey has forgotten who she loves, laying lips on Wolverine like it doesn't matter. But thankfully, Wolverine is a good man in this show, because he tells her, bro, chill out, you have a man, and his name is Cyclops. Go settle things with him before you come to me. But back to Genosha. They offer Magneto the chance to lead this nation, and he accepts, because why would he say no? This was Charles' dream. But he needs someone by his side, so he asks Rogue to be his queen. And you know how that went. But back with Cyclops, he was mourning with his former wife, Madeline Pryor. They were having a psychic affair when Jean Grey, the original, was there. That is so messed up, Cyclops. I'm not even going to lie, that was weird. And Jean now caught them. But there was already a big rift. She had a kid that was not hers, but with the clone of herself the Cyclops had been with all this time. She felt betrayed low-key, and Cyclops felt that this was a completely different person than he's used to. So there honestly is friendship, but there is no love. This episode was focused solely on love, because Rogue had the opportunity and she told Gambit the truth about her history with Magneto, how she fell in love with him. And this was bad, because Gambit was hurt, and it's very sad to see a manly man hurt, because it pained Gambit. This was a moment I was not looking forward to, but we got it in full force. The pacing on this show is just way too good, because in the next scene, we're introduced to the party, the final showdown that everyone is here for, the event to mark the acceptance of Krakoa, Genosha. Everyone was happy. It was actually a beautiful event. This was the dream. Mutants free to be who they are. Mutants happy. But as we know, mutants cannot be happy, because at that moment, Cable shows up and tells his mother to leave this place. Something is coming. But he was too late, because that something was already there. There was a big explosion and people died. Reading about this is different. Experiencing this, watching this take place, hurt me. It brought me to tears. People died for just being who they are. Who would send a monstrosity like this? A freaking sentinel Godzilla was stomping around the whole nation, killing millions, thousands. I felt so bad because I know what this means. I know what this feels like. This was genocide. Because you do not like a race, you decide to wipe them all out. Nightcrawler was working overtime, saving as many people as he could, but that wasn't helping as much as he thought. This Megazord was pooping out actual sentinels. Magneto tried to stop him. He sent off Rogue and Gambit to save people on the streets, but this thing was too powerful. Slamming Magneto into a statue, and the statue proceeds to crush hundreds. Watching this scene cut me deep because honestly, I know Magneto was trying to do the right thing, but this is just how it is with Omega level mutants. Your powers are actually that powerful that the people around you are affected, even if it was not his fault. He felt like it was his fault. He felt like he needed to carry out vengeance. But as much as I love Magneto, the MVP of this episode was Gambit. Gambit was saving lives left and right, even when Magneto took his final stand. Because if you know me, you know I love Magneto. His final stand was the epic moment in his character development. Now he's a hero to me. And if you're watching a show and you don't think he's a hero, you deserve a beating. But Magneto was not the only person to take a final stand. Gambit took his final stand against this colossal titan and lost. But Gambit never loses because he always knows what's in the cards for him. You don't stab him and expect to walk away. This episode not only cut me deep, but it's going to change the trajectory of this show moving forward. It is not a kid's show. It is just a show, and a very good one at that. I would compare this to Invincible into Prime Young Justice. This made my day, but it also wrecked it.